Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have never been here, I am Lauryn Evarts, the creator of The Skinny Confidential, and today we are going to talk about weddings. Specifically, we're going to get into the experience, how I planned it, and the decor. So if you follow my blog, The Skinny Confidential, or you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was not the best bride. In fact, I didn't even look at a bride magazine. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. I also didn't look at Pinterest. And we can get into why I didn't do that. But first, let me kind of tell you the process. I am the type of person that loves to leave everything to the last minute. That's kind of when I get creative. Forever, anyone who's around me who has been in my creative process, it's very, very last minute. So what I'll do is I'll procrastinate until the last second and then fully give it my all and be so involved and so intense. So my wedding was nothing different. What I did is I decided to wait about 2 months before my wedding to plan all the details. So I decided I wanted to get married in Cabo. Michael and I had been engaged for 4 years. We booked the date, we booked the venue at the one and only Palmilla. And 2 months before the wedding, I realized, oh my God, I haven't done anything. So I had a really specific team that came to my rescue. I called Del Cabo Weddings, and their team was incredible. And not only did they work with me to create that, they listened to what I said. So I had this wedding in my head that was super dark. Everything was black. I just feel like the Skinny Confidential brand is so light, bright, airy, pink, bubblegum pink, that I wanted my wedding to feel very different. I wanted a very masculine feel to my wedding. I didn't want to go, the mason jar white sheer wedding. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just knew for me, I wanted something really heavy and masculine and intense. So I kind of described that to them. I wanted all different heights, even if that meant you couldn't talk to the person across from you at the table. I wanted a super, super long table, one long table instead of a bunch of different tables. I felt that it was very inclusive to have one long table. I only had 55 people at my wedding, so to have all my best friends and family in one spot at this long table was just a really incredible feeling. Del Cabo Weddings just made the experience feel like my own experience. We did little tiny touches on the table, from like a black tablecloth to black feathers to black calla lilies to a pop of baby's breath, because I did want to incorporate that feminine side a little bit into the masculine experience. So what was really important to me at my wedding was detail and touches. Tiny little touches, tiny little details that were my own and really special to Michael and I. I feel like when I sat down with Karen of Del Cabo Weddings, she really paid attention to those tiny details. So we wanted like acrylic chairs. They found the right chairs that I wanted. We also wanted little cards in front of everyone that said this really funny Johnny Depp saying that I'll put at the bottom right now as I'm talking. It was amazing. We had little black shot glasses in front of everyone with tequila in them, so the second they sat down, they had a shot. We didn't make our experience or our dinner about the food. We led more with the ambiance and the feeling, and that was just a group of friends and family that were at one table together having this really fun meal that wasn't just about Michael and I, but it was also about everyone we love so much. The music was bossa nova. That's my favorite. My grandma, who passed away, she was my best friend. That was her favorite vibe. So the vibe was incredibly important to me as well. I think if you're planning a wedding, it's really, really important to have someone on board like Del Cabo Weddings, because they listen to the detail and the touches that you want, which is what makes your wedding special and makes it you. So some other details that were really important to me is I wanted gold silverware, and I wanted different heights and dimensions, and I wanted them so tall. Like, I wanted huge black feathers sticking out everywhere. And when I was explaining this, I was going like this with my hands. Huge! Ariel, you know what I mean. Like, you know how intense I am. I wanted different heights of candles, big, small, long ones from the drugstore. I wanted dripping wax down them. So I wanted it very dramatic, very vampy. And Del Cabo Weddings totally delivered with that. I think last minute we ran to the store and we actually bought even more black candles because I wanted everything to be so gothic. We ended up doing a feature in their magazine. Isn't that fun? So they kind of showed what we did for a little sneak peek, and I'll leave some pictures for you guys on the blog. We did an interview with Del Cabo Weddings, and in it they asked me the theme of my wedding, and the theme for our wedding was fun. We wanted our friends and family, if they were going to spend the money to come down to Cabo, to make it their own vacation. It was really important that they had their own experience within our wedding. We didn't just want it to be me. So there wasn't all these strict itineraries. It was like the second they arrived, there was, jalapeno margaritas for them right when they got out of the car with a guava popsicle. They got to go to their room, relax, have some fun with their significant other, and just everything was lax and cool and relaxing and fun and chill. And then the whole kind of weekend was that. We got married in 15 minutes and we were married by our best friend. So the whole theme was fun. But when you are planning a wedding in 2 months, like I was, after you've been engaged for 4 years, which makes absolutely no sense, you do need a good team, like I said. So my rehearsal dinner, I had a little too much to drink the night before, because what can you say? You're down in Mexico, you're partying, you're with your friends and family. It's like cha-cha-cha. But thank God I had one and only Palmilla and Del Cabo Weddings and Esoteric Events to help me kind of streamline the whole process. All three of those people were amazing. I thought the night turned out perfect. It's kind of everything I asked for. And I've definitely showcased this whole entire process with details on the Skinny Confidential. So if you are planning a wedding or a party, I just really think it's important to pick a theme and lead with that theme and let the experience be represented by that theme, and even let the guest take the theme with them. So like I said, mine was all about having fun, letting loose, being on vacation, having a little too much tequila, and I feel like our guests all left with that theme. So if you're getting married, I highly recommend that you pick a theme, really pay attention to detail, and make sure your team is super thorough. Thank you guys so much for watching my part 1 wedding series. Make sure you're subscribed to the Skinny Confidential channel and follow me on Instagram at the Skinny Confidential, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes.
Is that weird that I just planned a whole wedding without Pinterest? You're gonna do that too, aren't you? I know. You're gonna call me last minute and be like, Lauren, I need help. You're just like me.